Joined now by Cape Breton Eagles defenseman Romain Rodzinski. Roman, we're into the month of March. What are your thoughts on the season thus far for yourself and your team?
I think for myself, I've improved a lot from last year. I think I'm having a great second half of this season right now. As a team, maybe we don't have the result as we want, but just learning as a team. We're a young team, and it's a season of learnings for a lot of young guys.
You end up getting traded to Cape Breton from Quebec in the off-season. What was your reaction to finding out you were going to be an Eagle?
Of course, I was excited. New start. It's kind of left out a little bit in Quebec. I wanted to leave in a way. I was excited for a new start, new opportunity. I knew coming here with young team was going to have a big role, so I was pretty excited, yeah.
Tell us about the pairing with Sean Larochelle. How has that worked out for you?
I think it's going pretty good so far. Me and Sean has a pretty good relationship on and off the ice. Pretty good friends. I think it's showing on the ice, and he has a lot of offensive skills. And as a shutdown D, I think it's good for him to have me by his side, and it's good for me to have him by my side. He's a 20-year-old. I have a lot to learn from him. He won the cup, so I think it's pretty good for me. I have a lot to learn from him.
You were born in Switzerland. Were you over there for long? Have you ever visited it?
Me and my brother were born there in Lausanne, Switzerland. I lived there for 4 years. I came here, I was like 4 years old. My dad is from Poland and my mom is from Montreal. They kind of met there from work. It's a pretty nice country. We went back there 3 summers ago. Went to Poland to see some family and see some friends in Switzerland. It's a pretty nice country. I hope I go back in the future.
You were originally property of Rouyn-Noranda. They were the team that drafted you. You were the last cut at 16. Yeah. How tough was that? Were you expecting to make the team?
That was my goal, yeah. I knew they were going for a big year, and they did, actually. They won the President and the Memorial Cup. I was hoping to make the team, but as a 16 years old, it's not a big surprise too. But of course, I was pretty sad to be the last cut, but it's a big accomplishment too for me, being the last cut at 16-year-old. There was a lot of 17 and 18 before me that was cut. And I was just learning, go back to Midget AAA and just play my game, improve my game. It was fine.
No shame in being the last cut of that team because, as you said, they ended up winning the Memorial Cup. You end up having a very scary injury when you were 16. I understand that kind of changed your perspective on things. Tell us a little bit about that.
I think this was the worst moment in my career so far. It was kind of a surprise to learn when it was a fracture, but you just kind of go with what the doctor said. And yeah, it was pretty tough. 3 months out, 4 months out. Injury like that, you can't do much. Some injuries you can rehab or whatever, but I didn't do much. But I'm glad that trade happened for me. I had a big opportunity to go to Quebec and they treated me well and my injury too. So it was a lot of fun, a lot of learning. Even if I wasn't practicing, I was still with the guys, just building relationships and stuff.
Neck injury or back injury?
Back injury. One of my vertebrae in my lower back fractured.
Pretty impressive. You're able to come back from that. As you said, you get traded to Quebec and they look after you, allowing you to recover, which was nice to see. You would also talk about playing midget at 16, but before that, you played prep school. Tell us about the decision to go to prep school. Were you ever leaning on going to play collegiate hockey?
Yeah. I wasn't sure it was a big decision for me, Q or States, because I was in prep school since 13 or 14 years old. When you know that kind of hockey style, going to States and Ontario every weekend to play hockey, you kind of learn that there's a different world out there. I was kind of bringing to that mindset of going USHL or NCAA or whatever. That kind of became my goal at one point. But when I saw that I was a good prospect for the Q draft, I had to make a decision. And I'm glad I did that decision. I think it was good for me, yeah.
You were a younger player on Quebec and now you're an older player on a younger team. Do you feel like a leader in this group?
I like to see myself as a leader in this team. Yeah, we have a lot of young guys that has a lot to learn. There's a big potential for this team. I think they're going to do a lot of good things in the next year, and it's going to be excited for the fans too. And I know a lot of people in Cape Breton was pretty sad with the COVID year and because they had a big team. But my role this year, I think, is just play my game, trying to improve my game, just show the way how to be in the gym, just be in practice on the ice, how to be with your teammates. For the young guys, they have a lot to learn.
I've gotten in the habit of sending the guys pictures when we're on the road. Why is Romain Rodzinski so popular with opposing team photographers? Seems like you're in every second picture.
I know. Good looking guy. I don't know. I can't blame him, but it's nice to have a lot of photos for sure.
I always like to ask the Quebec guys that played in the international Pee Wee tournament. You got to play with the Montreal Canadiens in that tournament. Tell us about that experience.
Yeah, it was a pretty nice opportunity. It's something I'll remember for the rest of my life for sure. And we had the opportunity to go practice with them in Brassard too. Before the tournament, we went. It was pretty nice. We did a little scrimmage game and shootout against Carey Price and stuff. Pretty nice for young kids. Had a good run to the tournament. We lost in semifinals against Detroit. It's something I'll remember for the rest of my life for sure.
Did Carey let you or any of your teammates score on him?
Not really, no. He had to keep his reputation.
You're primarily defensive defenseman. We've seen a bit of you on the power play as of late. You got the monkey off the back recently with the first goal. Do you feel that side of the game coming along for you?
I feel like I had a lot of chances before Christmas and didn't go in, but I'm glad that Chad trusts me. Now I'm on power play. I have a bigger role. I have a big role in PK, but to be on power play too, I think it's really fun for me. And it's a part of my game that I want to improve my offensive skills. It's a big thing for me, and for sure, monkey off the back. It's a pretty nice feeling. I was waiting that one for a long time, yeah.
If somebody hadn't seen you play before, how would you describe yourself as a player?
I'm a big shutdown D, but still have a lot of good skating abilities. I'm a pretty fast player for my size and my body, so I like to join rushes, second wave. Power play, I like to shoot. I have a good shot. I want to still shoot more of the puck because that's how you score goals. That's how you bring something to the game. And yeah, big shutdown D, good on PK, reliable in his own zone.
Well, I think fans and the coaches appreciate that work. Best of luck the rest of the season, Roman. Thanks for this.
Thanks, Maddie.
That's Romain Rodzinski joining us at the intermission. You're listening to Uniglass Plus, Cape Breton Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.